حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين بالقاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. Just have a few more minutes for us. The other group is already here. So inshallah, this is a blessing for us to be here in this place and at this time and on this day. And when you die and you're going to go before Allah and you'll be accounted for all your actions, you will see that one of the things that will be highlighted in your life will be this very moment. And you will be so thankful that Allah has given you this blessing. And you'll be so relieved, so comforted. And you'll feel that. So enjoy this moment. Enjoy this moment that you're here. Enjoy every moment of it. This is a very special time for all of us. In regards to the Imam of our time, I will say a few things right now. We don't have that much time. We will read the ziyarat also of Imam Hussain while we're here. In the next 10-15 minutes, I'll try to cover something for us. It is said in Hadith, and rightly so, that the best action that you can do, the best thing that you can do in the ghaibat of our Imam is intizar. Is waiting, to wait for someone, to wait for the Imam, to anticipate him. I just want to tell you, what does it require so that you can figure out, are you doing intizar or not? So I'm going to give you the 5 elements of intizar, all right? 5 elements. Pay attention so that you know this. If you have all these 5 elements in you, it means that you're doing intizar. If you don't have any one of them in you, it means your intizar is lacking. So everyone just looks it up. The first element of intizar, to wait for something, anything, is that you must be unhappy with your situation. You must be dissatisfied with what you have. That's normal, isn't it? If you're happy with your job, why are you looking for another job? If you're happy with your situation and environment, why are you looking for another environment? Why are you looking for a change? You will only look for a change if you are unhappy with the situation that you have. So if you're happy with America, if you're happy with all these other things going on and you're happy with your life, you're not going to want Imam Zaman. You don't want Imam Zaman. Why would you want Imam Zaman for? Because the fact is that you are happy with your situation. We are okay with it. You can live with it. You can tolerate it. And the fact is that we should be completely dissatisfied with the situation that we are in. So that is the first element of intizar. And when you are dissatisfied with something, then you want change. And if you want change, the second element comes in. You should have an idea of what you want. You should have an idea of what you want. If you don't know what you want, then you know what? You're okay with what you have. You should have an idea. That's why there should be a concept in your mind, a dream that you have of the Imam coming back, and that is what I want. When you have that in your mind, when you have that within you, then and then only can you actually want that, something different, something completely different. That's what you would want. Second element is that you should have an idea of what you want. The third element of intizar, and I'm going through this briefly, but I want you to pay attention to this and think about it later. The third element of intizar is that now that you know that you want something, you should now have yaqeen that it can happen. Be sure it can happen. If you are looking for something that's impossible, you will know it won't happen. For example, if you are looking to be like an angel and fly around the universe, It's not going to happen, and you're not going to wait for it because you know it's an impossibility. So what you are waiting for, what you have in your mind, the concept that exists in your mind should be something that is realistic, that is attainable. And I explained yesterday that how the government of Imam al-Zamana is attainable by looking at Arba'in of Imam Hussain. Look at that. That is the government. And that's going to come. So that's the third element. The fourth element of intizar. The fourth element of intizar that it comes to is that now that you have certainty that it's going to happen, the fourth element is that there's going to be a yearning in your heart to want it. You can taste it. You can feel it. And I know I can have it. It's in your grasp right there for you to pick it. Can you pick that? Can you picture that for yourself? Can you picture that in yourself, that you can actually feel that? Feel that he's coming. Can you actually feel that? This is that beauty. That is yearning of the heart. This is the fourth element of intizar. You need to have this, to have intizar for the Imam, that yearning in your heart. And the last element, when your heart yearns for him, when you really want him, when you really aspire for him, and this is what you actually want, then the fifth element comes about, that you will do something about it. When you really want something, when you really are intending something, then you would do something about it, right? You're not going to sit down and just wait for things to happen. You are going to be a part of it. When you go to Misam's grave, Maisam at-Tammar, you go to his grave, Imam Ali had told him that, Maisam, you are going to die on this tree. He showed him a tree and he said, you are going to die on this tree. You know, Maisam didn't wait to die. Mitham did not wait to die on that tree. He used to go every day and water that tree, so it becomes stronger. This is the beauty, man. You have to do something. When you really want something, then it's going to translate into action. It's going to translate into action. So now ask yourself, am I doing intizar? My friends, the Imam is not, the way that we are waiting is that, for example, if you invite me home, if you invite me to your house, and if I come to your house and at night, it's for dinner, and I knock on your door, you open the door, and I see that you're wearing pajamas, and you look at me, and I look at you and says, hey, you invited me for dinner. Apparently you forgot, right? Apparently you forgot. So what happens is that when you forgot that, then you're like, oh no, Maulana, I was waiting for you. Would anyone believe that you were waiting? No, right? I mean, people who are waiting, what do? They first make the food, they get the house ready, they get everything ready to welcome someone home. That's what they do. Then you are waiting. So we are expecting that the Imam's going to come and he's going to make our food and he's going to clean our house and he's going to get things ready for us. But that's not what's happening. Imam said, no, you better get all that ready in your house, and when I knock on your door, you better be ready. This is called intizar. And we need to do that. We need to get ourselves ready for it in whatever way we can. You all are wise. Allah gave you the wisdom to come to the ziyarat of Imam Hussain. No one needs to tell you. You should not be sheep that are herded around. You should be thinkers who can think for themselves. Be thinkers who can think for themselves. Don't be someone that is just, that I have to tell you everything. Become that you can think for yourself and do things. Imam is waiting for that. And that is what we want from the Imam. I'm not going to say much. That's it. I just want to give this message to you all on this day and make this something that you can take back home. The 5 elements of intizar. What was the first one? Unhappy. Good. Right. What was the second one? Have an idea of what you want. Very good. What was the third one? That it should be realistic and that you should be sure that it can be done. And what's the fourth one? I'm putting you on the spot. What's the fourth element that you should yearn? Yearn for it, want it, deeply want it. And what's the fifth one? Take action. Be a part of it. These are the 5 elements of intizar that we have been told that the afdalul amal in ghaibat is intizar al-faraj. This is what it means. So inshallah, I will leave you to that. May Allah accept our ziyarats, and may Allah make it fruitful. May Allah make all of us successful in our journey. And may Allah make us reach the Imam of our time. May Allah, all the people that we have left behind, our children and family, may Allah keep them safe until we get back. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us such that we can be the helpers of our Imam. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.